David, first of all, injury-wise, how is the squad?
Yeah, everybody's fit and healthy. I say it was good that the boys got through the 120 minutes the other night, and that they've came back and they're all in good spirits this morning, and they're looking forward to the game on Saturday.
I was going to say, how you managed it after Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think we had to look after the players who obviously played most of the minutes. We had a light training session with today. They've done their gym session and they went for a swim. So most of the recovery day for them. Then we'll get back into doing a bit of shape and a bit of tactical work tomorrow.
Speaking to Jack there, the defeat hasn't really knocked too much of the gloss over it. It's all about taking the positives of the comeback and almost getting through on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think it was a difficult game. It was a bit surreal, I think, to get in at half time, 3-1 down. I thought we'd played really well. We'd created most of the chances, maybe a couple of mistakes, and after that we were fine. I says to players at half time again, I think we could go another level. I think we could lift the game again, and we haven't done that. Disappointing we never seen the game out. It's another game where it was only 5-6 minutes left in the game. But great credit to the players, because to be 3-1 down at home in a cup tie against one of the top teams in the league was very pleasing for me as a manager. And I told the players after it, we went out in penalties, which is a lottery. But I think if you'd have asked anybody at half time and you're 3-1 down, you're a very good side, that you'd have took it to penalty kicks then. I think everybody would have been delighted. And
it wasn't just on Tuesday night, 3 times now you've matched Peterborough.
Yeah, of course. They're a very good side. I think we've changed the system 3 times now. We've played them, and as I say, they have struggled to beat us. But as I say, they're through to the next round, the FA Cup. But we just need to concentrate on ourselves. I think now we've scored 9 goals in 3 games, and we've drawn 3 games. So it's frustrating. But as I say, the chances we're creating, I think we've got 35 shots the other night. So credit to the players, fitness levels, the way we played. I think the players were dynamic, and I think they showed that throughout the whole entire game.
I know you didn't get through, but would you have rather what happened on Tuesday night in terms of the performance and the goals rather than a scrappy under-par performance, but you sort of scraped through 1-0?
Yeah, I think anybody wants to get through it. It's a cup game, and as I said to the players before the game, it is a cup game. Let's go and try and get through to the next round. As I said, the goals we did score were great goals. I thought we gave away a few cheap goals again. And as I said, but the hardest thing in football is to score goals, and we've managed to do that now. It's just about hopefully we can stop and try and keep a couple of clean sheets along the way with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, as you say, 9 goals scored, but the three draws. Is it a case at the moment, if you score 2, we'll score 3?
I just think the players are getting a belief. Since I've been here, we've been working on how we're going to play, attacking-wise, and sometimes it takes a while. But I thought the other night everything clicked. I thought our passes of play were dynamic, we could counter-attack, we were up in second balls. I thought we took the game to Peterborough, but as I said before, you've got to give both sets of players credit. For a 4-each draw in a cup game was fantastic to watch, probably as a neutral. But as I say, I was proud of the players, and they can take great heart from it, because they're starting to believe that we can start putting performances and then hopefully turn them into wins.
I was going to say, to be able to play like that, you've got to have that confidence, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. I think we've got good football. As I say, we've changed the system slightly, and as I say, we need to make sure that when we're playing at home, we're brave. As I say, the fans get behind us have been fantastic, and these are things now we need to keep pushing forward, keep everybody together. And as I say, there's that bit of belief coming now, because we've had massive pressure games playing Plymouth and Oxford, and we've come through them challenges. We've played against the top teams where I think the players we do have lift their game. So we're getting the mentality right from every opportunity we're trying to play.
And being 2-0 down in previous months, you have seen the body language sort of indicate how confidence may have been pretty low on Tuesday night. I don't think there was no sort of sense of anybody getting negative, and they were confident they could get back into it. Yeah,
I think so. I think when you're mentally fit and you're physically fit now, I think anything that gets thrown your way now, you can respond to it. And I think every game we have, even at Plymouth, it was 3 each, and we had 2 fantastic chances and injury time to go and win it. And the players know now that when you are mentally and physically fit, then everything's possible in football. And if you've got 15, 16, 17, 18 players who are prepared to go and work and put in a shift when they're coming on the pitch, then these are things that will stand you in good stead.
And how pleasing is that fitness, as well as the minutes on the pitch and the mileage on the road as well that you've been doing?
Yeah, as I say, to travel down to Plymouth on Friday and a long journey back on Saturday and then play 120 minutes on Tuesday is great credit, great testament to players for their professionalism. I think how they're recovering, how they eat, how they sleep is so important. Has been a League One or a Championship player or a League Two player in England because there's so many games. So these things are about how you prepare, and if you prepare properly for games, then you've always got a chance of winning games.
So confidence is high, perhaps no more so than with George Miller doing very well, leading the line up front. He's making the place his own at the moment?
Yeah, of course. I spoke to George last week, and we had a chat, and I told him what he had to do to get in a team, and he's been doing it in training, and he got his chance at Plymouth, and I thought he was excellent. Could have had a hat-trick. And even the other night I thought he played against two experienced and quick defenders, and I think he gave him a torrid time. I think his movement behind him, he's running off the ball, and then his hard work's got him. He scored 3 goals in 2 games, so it's great credit to George.
And David Ball, he's a striker by trade, but doing the business in midfield for you.
As I say, it's one of these things that's well documented, and we've had players missing through injury, players we don't have wide players such that can play, and we've found a system now that we can get our best players playing, and he's won him. He's been one that's come in, he's been fantastic attitude towards football, loves playing for Bradford, and he's a credit to himself because I say he's started to work hard, he's scoring goals now, and as I say, maybe when he came he wasn't match fit, but I think he's got a run of games now and you can see a difference in David's play. And
Anton's been with you, a week or so. How's life working alongside him?
Yeah, it's good. I always knew he was going to be. As I say, it's just about maybe making sure that the physical side and the medical side and the players who are injured and looking after players' well-being, which he's an expert in. So these things, but also the coaching we do and everything else that we've put in place for the last 3 months, and hopefully these wee bits will just add a wee bit more professionalism to the players.
And how valuable to you is that extra set of eyes, that extra set of ears?
Yeah, of course it is. I think anyone will tell you it's about getting people who can do a job that you're looking for. It's about someone coming in and helping you, someone who you trust, someone who's been a friend for the last 8-9 years. And as I say, we've always wanted to work together, and this is the right time, and I think you'll see everybody at the club flourishing over the coming months and hopefully coming seasons that we're here together.
A word on the crowd on Tuesday night, just under 4,000. I think the noise levels were far higher than that. Bearing in mind you've got another home game on Saturday as well, it's a real opportunity, isn't it? Yeah, of course. I think the fans have been fantastic. Every game, even the away games at Plymouth, they're still travelling down to games. I thought even last Tuesday night, I thought the atmosphere was incredible for such a low crowd. But they get behind the team, they get behind the players, and as I say to the players, it's one of these things now that if they're up for every challenge in every game and they get that work rate and that togetherness, then I think Bradford City is one of the best places to play your football. Are you noticing a shift there as well? Yeah, I think we are. I think everybody's starting to see what we're doing. I think it's also frustrating when you come into a club and you miss a transfer window and players have been well documented about pre-season, and I think now the players are getting there, and we need to make sure that if they can keep that level of fitness up and commitment and performance, then as I say, Bradford fans will always be behind you. And you mentioned to us after the game on Tuesday night that there's going to be no big overhaul in January. Where are you in terms of your free agents that signed up till sort of December, January, Carl and Jim, of course? Yeah, it's something we'll discuss in the coming weeks. I think Carl's halfway through January, I think Jim's the first week in January. And it says it's this time of the year where we don't want to make overall changes. As I said before, I just need to get players in who can complement the players we have. Also, there might be a turnover of players leaving because it's January and some of the players might not be playing and they might want to move on. So we need to get the right balance, and we don't want to make sure that January goes as smooth as we can without making too many overhaul changes to the club. And a word on Walsall on Saturday, what are you expecting from them? Yeah, they've been fantastic. They don't concede many goals. They're a fantastic result up at Sunderland during the week. We know they're going to be organised, they're going to be hard to break down. Very organised, they can go forward, they can cause you problems. Every team in the league does. So we just need to make sure that we can keep playing at the intensity we've been playing at, and hopefully we can cause Walsall some problems. But we know everything else in this league is usually whoever scores the first goal usually goes on and wins games. And a huge game, bearing in mind what's to come after that, Scunthorpe at home. Yeah, I think every game is. But now we're at a stage where the Valley Parade, everybody's got a bit of liveliness about them again. There's a buzz about the city. Everybody wants to go now. I think there's a lot of people coming back, which we have to use to our advantage. And the people who are coming back, who maybe haven't seen it over the last few months, hopefully come back and get behind the team, because this is what we need now. Keep saying the same thing. We'll go forward together, and if we can do that, then I'm sure we'll get away from where we are in the league.